He smiled. He was very happy. He had just finished writing the story of the young prince of Ayodhya, Lord Ram. He had written it in a long poetry form and he called it Valmiki's Ramayan or Valmiki's Story of Ram. He was indeed very pleased with himself and he wanted to show off. And why not, children? So he went round to all the gods and the goddesses and showed them his Ramayan. Oh, it's brilliant, said Indra, the rain god. Yes, it is, said Vayu, the wind god. I like it, said Agni, the fire god. Oh, it's just wonderful and brilliant, said Varuna, the sea god. The river goddesses. Can you name me the river goddesses? Ganga and Yamuna. Oh, they gasped in delight. Oh, they just admired the vocabulary, the grammar, the meter, the melody of this poem. And finally, Valmiki took it to one sage called Narada, Narad sage. He showed his Ramayan to Narad and he said, well, what do you think about it? Narad said, Narayan, Narayan. He looked at the Ramayan and said, it's nice, but what? I have read a better Ramayan. What? Another Ramayan? I thought I had written the Ramayan. It was one of its kind. It's about deities and the demons. It's about the people. It's about the rulers and the ruled. Oh, I'd worked so long and hard on this epic poem. Competition. It's unfair. Tell me, Narad, who's written a better Ramayan? Why do you want to know? Asked Narad. He was a naughty sage. Stop fooling with me. Tell me who wrote this Ramayan. It's written by Hanuman, if you want to know. What? Hanuman? Hanuman, as you can see, children, is a character in the story of Ramayan. Can you see Ram, Sita, Lakshmana, Hanuman? Who do you think this is? Yes, a Rakshas, a Rakshasi. What is her name? Surpanaka. And who's that? The golden deer and Ravan, the demon king from Lanka. So Valmiki said, that Hanuman, that monkey, I know he can lift mountains, he can leap through the air, cross the seas, build bridges, fight demons. He is a writer? Hanuman? Oh, Narad, tell me again, did really Hanuman write it? Narad said, yes, Valmiki, Hanuman has written a Ramayan which is wonderful. Why don't you take your Ramayan and show it to him and read his Ramayan too? Where can I find this monkey? Tell me, said Valmiki. Oh, Hanuman lives between two cold mountains in the foothills of the Himalayas. There is a lovely warm valley in the center and there you will find a banana orchard and you will find Hanuman there. So Valmiki set out on this long and arduous and difficult journey all the way to the foothills of Himalayas. It took him 30 days, children, 30 days, okay? And it was freezingly cold. The path was rocky and steep. Finally, Valmiki reached the foothills of the Himalayas. He came to the warm valley between two cold mountains and he entered the banana orchard and he was amazed. A paradise for a monkey, he thought, because the flowers were purple, the leaves were green and the fruits were yellow. Now Valmiki was tired, so he sat down and he took a few bananas, peeled them and began to eat. And he was so tired, he was about to close his eyes and rest when he saw a broad leaf fluttering in the wind. And what looked like scratch marks, he thought, oh, look at that smooth green surface. There seems to be something. So he went closer. Now he was curious. He picked up the leaf, and it was a banana leaf. What looked like scratch marks on the leaf was actually nail marks. And he started to see it a little more clearly, and he found letters, words, sentences, a story, children. It was a story. And Valmiki started to read it, and it was the Ramayana. It was Hanuman's Ramayana. Oh, Valmiki was like a thirsty man. When he gets water, what does he do? He drinks it thirstily, right? He began to read. It was etched in 7 banana leaves. He picked up all the leaves, and right from the beginning to the end, he was going through the story. Every phrase, every punctuation mark, and every turn of phrase, he was reading it so avidly. When he came to the end, tears started flowing down his cheeks. He was moved. All the beasts and the animals and the birds and the deer in the forest, they came rushing to Valmiki and said, "Sir, is there any problem? Can we help you?" Valmiki paused a bit and he said, "No." And he continued to cry. It was evening, and finally Valmiki was still crying, holding those banana leaves, when he felt a gentle hand on his shoulder. When he turned and looked behind, whom did he see? An old monkey, who looked at him with the kindest eyes that you could ever imagine, children. And he said, "Sir, is there a problem? Why are you crying? I am Hanuman, the servant of Ram. Can I help you?" And Valmiki said, "No, I've just read your Ramayana." "Oh, is it so terrible that it's moved you to tears?" No, it's just wonderful. It's so beautifully written." "Thank you, sir, thank you. But why do you still cry?" Valmiki said, "Now, having read your Ramayana, no one is going to read mine. Yours is so much better." Hanuman looked at Valmiki just like a mother who looks at her child gently with loving eyes, and he just touched Valmiki's cheek, stroked it, and he gathered all the 7 banana leaves on which the Ramayana was etched, and he tore them into thousands of pieces, bunched them together into a round ball, and swallowed it whole. Valmiki screamed, "What have you done, sir? Why have you destroyed your Ramayana?" Hanuman smiled and said, "Valmiki, you wrote the Ramayana because the world would know about you. You wanted to be famous. You wanted everyone to remember you. I wrote Ramayana so that I could always think of Lord Ram." So children, the story of Ram, the young prince of Ayodhya, has been told and retold in words, in pictures, in songs, in dance forms, and in many languages. And the story has traveled far and wide to all over the world. And every time the story is told with a new twist and a new turn. Every time the story is unique and it's wonderful. It doesn't matter, children, who the teller is. It doesn't matter today I'm telling this story. Tomorrow you will hear it from somebody else. What matters is the story. And Hanuman started to sing in praise of Lord Ram. Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram. Thank you. And that was Hanuman's Ramayana. beautifully written by Devdutt Patnaik. It's a Tulika publication. Children, it's a beautiful book. Okay, now give me 2 minutes to just remove everything.